Hey, I'm Zane, and I'm going to teach you how to install OpenClaw in one easy step. Let's do it right now. First thing that we need to do is we need to go to openclaw.ai, where you will grab the one-line command from. So you just scroll right down here, and you see this. Don't try to copy it right here. You don't need to. Go over here where this button is. This is a copy button, and it will make sure you copy the whole thing. Then the next thing you do is you open Terminal, and you go and you just paste it. Right click paste, press enter. And when you do that, it's going to start doing all this and installing the OpenClaw program. That's all you need to do to get the program installed. Starting setup, I understand. This is personal by default and shared multi-user. Requires lockdown continue. This tells you all about the security stuff and the onboarding setup. So you select yes, just do a quick start. And then this is where you choose your model provider. So you need to have one of these model providers. So if you have a Google account, an OpenAI account, an Anthropic account, I personally have an Anthropic account. So what you do is you just go over to here, and I'm going to search platform, and then I'm going to go to my Claude Code. And so when you set up your Anthropic account, you'll be able to log into your admin section here, and you go down to API keys, click that, and you never want to share these. And I will, of course, rotate out these API keys, but I want to say this is my MacBook Pro, 128 gigabytes. So that's just how I'm going to identify it here, and that's what it will be labeled. Press add, and then this is your API key. Once again, never share this with anybody. As soon as we're done here, I want to rotate these API keys, and it's going to be dead anyways. But for the purpose of this instructional setup, we're going to use this. So you copy it. Oops, I pressed it too hard. Press copy. And then we're going to go back to Terminal. And I'm going to go to Anthropic, press enter. And then you have an option here, Anthropic token or Anthropic API key. I got confused at first because when I first started setting these up, I was thinking, oh, it's an Anthropic token that I just grabbed, but you actually need to do Anthropic API key if you're doing this type of setup, if you're following this instruction. Then it says, how do you want to provide this API key? Paste API key now. And then all you have to do is paste it in. I'm showing you here using the paste button, but you can also use Command V. Then press enter. And it's saying the default model, go ahead and keep current. As of this recording right now, it's March 22nd, 2026. The Anthropic model right now, Claude Sonnet 4.5. Me personally, I like Opus 4.6. So I am going to go with Opus 4.6. And I'm going to scroll down here. Okay, yeah, just to make sure. So Opus 4.6 is what I'm going with. You could set it up through Telegram if you wanted to set up your Telegram channel so you could do remote communication. That's fantastic, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We're just getting our OpenClaw set up on our machine. So I'm going to go down to the bottom and do skip for now. And then once again, you could provide a Brave search. Now they have these different searches with Gemini, Grok, Kimi, Perplexity. When you get your OpenClaw set up, you'll definitely eventually want to add one of these in. But for now, we're just going to do skip for now. And configure skills now. Yes, but the thing is here, some of these skills, you'll need API keys. So, and you don't really know which one. So you can just press the space bar to select it, then the down arrow to go to the next one, then space bar again, down arrow, space bar. And this will start getting you all the skills that are eligible for at least now that comes shipped with Nano PDF is an important one. Obsidian. So we're going to select these, and it's not going to let you use a skill if you don't have an API key set up. It's just not going to do anything, and you would have to go back in and later set it up. So don't worry. Oops. Okay, so I got those selected, and so I press enter, npm. So you see here it's installing these dependencies. 1Password installing Apple Notes. And this will take a little bit, so we're going to let it run through all these, and then we'll see it on the other side. So, okay, so finished setting up these skills, and now one of the skills was Google Places. We can go look at that somewhere up here. That would be this right here. But we're not going to set up for Go Places. Sorry, Google Places API key for Go Places. We're not going to worry about that. So even though it installed that skill into our OpenClaw system, we're not going to set up an API key with it. Now, if we wanted to in the future, we could just go create an account, go grab that API key from Google Places and come back and set the API key. But for now, we're just going to skip it and move forward. So we'll select no. Same thing with the Gemini API key. No. Nope. 11 Labs is a voice. Nope. Enable hooks. We're going to just go ahead and skip this for now. The gateway, so it's preparing the gateway service. The gateway service is installed. It's asking me here, allow node. I got a pop-up on my Mac that you're not seeing. I'm going to allow it to operate in the background. And we're going to hatch in TUI, which is Terminal User Interface, meaning it's going to be in terminal, or you could go down and do open the web user interface, which is a dashboard, a web dashboard. My personal preference is always terminal. And then it's saying here, it sent this automatically. It's saying, hey, wake up, my friend. Oh, took it 8 seconds, but it's awake. Hey, I just came online. Fresh out of the box, no memories, no name, nothing. Just me and a blinking cursor. So who are you? And more importantly, who am I? Got a name in mind for me, or should we figure that out together? So I'm going to say, I'm Zane. It's great to meet you. So here is where we can pick a name for our agent. And we will call this agent, I should have thought about this before. You know what? I see a reindeer sitting right here, so we're going to name it Rudolph. It's great to meet you. Your name is Rudolph. So this is where you can also say, like, ask me questions that you have for me. So I'm going to say that. I'm going to say, I am a developer. I develop full stack apps, websites, iOS apps, pretty much anything we can think of, because now we have wonderful agents like yourself to assist us humans in the process. I'm just feeding its ego, right? So ask me any questions you have for me that can better prepare us to work on projects together in the future. I will be using you a lot, and your help is always greatly appreciated. And then here's a thing that I want to tell it is, before we get started, one thing I want you to know is that anytime we encounter an issue error that we together work through and debug, figure out. I want you to document these as lessons learned so we don't make the same mistake twice. We are always wanting to learn from our mistakes. So ask me any questions you may have, and we'll see what it says. Love the lessons learned philosophy. That's exactly how we get better over time. I'll make sure every hard-won debugging session gets documented so we never fight the same bug twice. Perfect, exactly what I need. Let me get everything saved so I never forget any of this. Now we're rolling. And it's going to say, tell me a bit more about Guitar Shark. What's the concept? And it goes on. So, of course, here is where you'd be branching off and having your own conversation with Claw. But in this little tutorial setup, you are now fully functioning and running your own OpenClaw instance on your machine. Congratulations, you did it.